When I first saw the trees in front of the house, I immediately fell in love. I thought they are so big, so beautiful and romantic, and I would love to decorate them during Christmas. However, on my first night moving in and owning this house, these same trees became blind spot for burglars to hide. I learned some expensive lessons as a Taiwanese expat buying a home in Yorkshire. And today, I would like to share 5 things I wish I knew before buying a house here. Hi everyone, I'm Winnie. In my last video, I show you around my house, show you the mess, the projects, and why I love living in Yorkshire. And in today's video, I would like to talk about the things that I didn't show you, the things happened while the camera was off. The light was off actually as well during the first few days I had the house. When I first bought the house, I fell in love with the big beautiful tree in front of the house, and I thought to myself, oh my god, this is my dream UK house. But then, within the first 24 hours of moving in, the same tree that I love became blind spot for burglars to hide, and we were targeted on the first very night because of a history that wasn't revealed during the purchase process. I ended up spending thousands of pounds on the first few days on security cameras and security lights. I was lucky that my home insurance was effective from day one, but there are just so many things that I didn't think about, from sewage pipes to security perspective. No one really tells you when you are signing the papers. So if you're thinking of buying a house in the UK, as a first-time buyer or as a foreigner, hopefully my lessons that I learned from my mistakes will help, that you don't have to go through the same stress as I did. Lesson 1 is the hidden history. The seller didn't tell us about that he had put his motorbikes on marketplace before, and therefore the thieves have already knew that, and he has his bikes stolen twice already before. So this time is the 3rd time that they have tried to break in. And they don't really have to tell you that, and we didn't think of asking. If we asked, I guess they couldn't really lie about that, but I didn't think of that. I would suggest what I learned from this is, if you can, try to talk to the neighbors, because the neighbors somehow know a lot of the things, and notice whether there's anything that misaligned between, for example, doors or any not really rotten part, but like things like that, because like the garage door actually had been removed and put back on before, so the lock and how it's open is slightly misaligned. At the time when I did my viewing, we didn't really go into the garage. Might be because of that actually, but so the door was a little bit difficult to open because of the misalignment. Didn't pick that up when I did my viewing. And also the Facebook group, usually different areas, they'll have their community Facebook group. I recommend you to join that and to see that whether there's something happening around the area. I specifically picked this area because it's supposed to be safe and it's not a poor area. But when the police told me, it did mention that sometimes people come from other places to look for like weak places to break in around this area, because they know people around here are having a little bit more money to spend. Yeah, so that's just something to look out for. I still really like this area and I don't regret buying to this area, but I wish that I'm more prepared. The second lesson is the beautiful blind spots. The trees, I still love them, but through a security lens that I was going through, it is quite a blind spot for my neighbors to notice if someone suspicious is entering my house. When my neighbor tried to film the break-in, they couldn't pick up the burglars' actions quite well because the trees were on the way. She only saw the flashy lights. That's where that she suspect there's something suspicious happening. And so my advice would be look at the pretty features through a more security lens. And if you notice the house have like high hedges and trees, maybe secure a budget to trim them down regularly or remove things that you think might be unsafe immediately. And that nicely lead to the third lessons I learned. It's the first day security. So I wanted to wait for Black Friday to buy all these security cameras and security lights. And to be honest, I didn't really think about that at all. But now I wish that on the first day, that's the first thing I thought about, and I could have secure like Wi-Fi installation on the first day, for example. But you know how moving days works, that you never know that whether you're actually moving. I guess that was my experience from renting, that I never know that whether I can move in on that day, so I didn't want to arrange things until I actually got the keys. And now thinking back, the completion day as it will be on your contract, that they kind of couldn't really change it, so you probably should think about that well ahead of time. If I got a security doorbell or security camera installed on the first day, maybe the breaking wouldn't happen, and maybe I could save a bit more time and worrying. I would say budget like 500 to 1,000 pounds for day one security. Really thank goodness that I have my home insurance to cover the change of my garage door, or there will be another very big spending as well. It's still quite big spending, to be honest. I didn't expect that. And there are two different systems. You can research which one works for you better. There's one called the Ring. Ring is on subscription, and there's another one my friend recommended called Free or something like that. They look pretty cool as well, and they have that in-house one, so you don't have to worry about your videos is on cloud. But we chose Ring, so we go down the route installing more Ring cameras, and there's just a Ring ecosystem. The fourth lesson I learned is to look at the pipes and suspicious lines a little bit more. When my friend helped me to move, they came in the house and they saw a few different lines that I didn't pick up when the first time I come here. There are things that I didn't think about looking at, but the pipes, they all lead into different places and they work differently. So for the downstairs toilet, that kind of have a lovely downstairs toilet, but I have to replace the pipes because the pipes is going to the gutter, not the sewage where it meant to go to, and there's another spending as well. And during your viewing, you should count the sockets on the walls as well. In my living room, the sockets are really sufficient, but where upstairs bedrooms, the sockets kind of doesn't really work that well. And all these different installation, you kind of need to call people in, and then need to drill a hole in the wall, and after that you need to repair as well. It's all money. Depending on what is your objective of buying a house, I kind of want to buy a house where I can immediately move in. I didn't expect that I still need to do so much work to the house. And that is the fifth final point. I find a house, you pretty much find a job, an endless job. So 9 months in, the garage is leaking. The gate's still not really being fixed. And there are tons of different things that I still need to do and still need to fix. I still want to tear the carpet on the stairs apart. And I still want to make the house looks nice, but currently it's like a bare living standard, but it's not what I would say cozy home. It's okay if your house is not perfect, but just to expect that owning a house, you'll constantly want to improve it and work on it, and it really never ends. It's a work in progress house. It's okay. I still love my house. I hope sharing his video, sharing these scary stories helps you feel more prepared. And buying a house is still one of the best things that I've done that makes me feel very like I'm a real adult now. I own my own property. If you bought a house in the UK, what's the one thing that you wish you knew? Leave below in the comment and let me know. If you like today's video, please give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and share my video, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.